Talking about the guy that used to be there, it's Luka, and making his second start. Still looks odd, and it's going to look odd for a while, I would imagine. Doncic here early on, fakes behind the back, then he told his guys, you got to be ready. Hachimura was ready the second time around, and the Lakers take a 3-point lead. Doncic loses it, and it's a mad scramble the other way. Jordan Clarkson will finish. It's a 4-point lead. That's got to be a violation of some sort. Apparently not. Keontae George, not a charge, not a walk. Play on. Jazz have the lead. Austin Reeves from the behind the back dime to the bottom of the bucket. You got to make that one count. Luka finds his guy behind the 3-point line. Doncic, 16, 4 assists, 5 turnovers on the night. It's Utah's night. Let's get to the Jazz. There's Clarkson through traffic. He had 21, 9 boards, 7 assists. Lauri Markkanen, corner 3, all alone. He had 32 and 5. There's Luka on the loss tonight.
We can go very far, obviously. Today I felt a little bit rusty, 2 games in after my injury. Turnovers, missed free throws, so I got to do way better. But now I think we're approaching this break, so we got to rest. For me, I think it's more mental rest than anything else, but still got to work. So I'm excited about this break, and I can't wait to go back to play.
Doncic, 23 minutes. They're going to try to ease him back from that calf injury. Lakers outscored by 19 during that time. Worst plus-minus for him all season. LA's loss snaps a season-long 6-game losing streak as they enter the break as a 30-2 record. But maybe the game of the night, New York, New York, big city of dreams, most famous arena in the world. And you know, when that guy walks into that building, he's ready to go wild. Trae Young, sorry, I'm an all-star. Karl Anthony Towns coming off a 40-point performance against the Pacers on Tuesday. Towns going berserk. He scored 12 straight points. Next possession, that flat-footed shot from deep. That's his trademark, and it's cash. 15 in a row, 24 in the first half. Knicks have the lead. It's a 3-point lead midway through the fourth. Towns hits another, the 5th Knick with back-to-back 40-point games joining Jalen Brunson, Bernard King, Carmelo Anthony, Patrick Ewing. Next, Hawks possession, logo 3. Bottoms, Hawks within 3. Under 2 to go. Jalen Brunson, right back at you. Knicks lead by 4. Excuse me. George Niang hits the 3. On the ensuing inbound, it's nearly a catastrophe. Towns doesn't want to do it. Kind of short arms it. Dyson Daniels is lucky it's not 3-point play. See, he reaches over the back of Bridges. Great defense from Daniels. Misses the second. And Atlanta corrals the rebound. I thought for sure Trae was going to shoot a 3 from half court and make it. Instead, he gets fouled. Makes both free throws. Game tied. One last shot, and it's the guy you want. Brunson from 3, no. We go to overtime. In OT, Brunson finds Precious Achiuwa down low. Knicks lead by 3. Trae down the lane. Little look away to the corner, hits the layup. 1-point game. Brunson, mid-range. Bucket. Knicks up 1. 8 seconds to go. Young on the drive. Nothing. Rebound, corner 3, Niang for the win, no. Karl Anthony Towns after a monster night on a monster dub.
I ain't like how Anthony Edwards was having all the fun with the 40-pointer, so I'm just trying to join the party. But nah, I'm just happy that those kind of nights resulted in wins. That's the most important thing for the city, and I'm just happy that we got ourselves going into the break with momentum. But it is true, it's worst time, right, to have a kind of something working right now.
Wild game in the Garden. Knicks become the 4th team in the play-by-play era to hang on and win in overtime after they allow a 6-point lead to get away in less than 10 seconds on the clock. Only other instance in the last 20 seasons, the Pelicans, April of 2023. Karl Anthony Towns, 44. Jalen Brunson, 36. It's the 6th time this year they've both gone for 30-plus. Second most by any Knicks teammates in a season. You got to go all the way back to 61-62 to find Richie Guerin and Willie Knowles, who did that. Knicks enter the All-Star break with 36 dubs, the most prior to the break since 72-73 when they had 39. They'd go on to win the NBA Finals that season. As anyone that follows the league knows, they haven't won another one since. They've been waiting for a while. Performance of the night. Someone's going to top what we just saw from the Karl Anthony Towns. Yes, Jamal Murray, present. He and Denver welcoming the Trailblazers to the Mile High City. On the break, over the shoulder, Jokic finds him. Then Murray, corner 3. That rolls in. 14 in the first quarter, most in a quarter at home this season. Jokic doing his thing in the paint. He had 26, 15, and 10. Ho-hum, triple-double. That's what he does nightly. Murray, head faking. Eventually gets the left-handed scoop to go. Denver's up huge. All 3 of these while we're at it. 30 at the half. 4th 30-point half. Most by a Nuggets player and a half since 97-98. How high is it going to go? Murray, mid-range. You can take those 2 with you. Murray, off the steal in transition. Let's pull from 3 because why not? No, but he knew it was off, gets the rebound and puts it back. He's got 45 through 3. Going to keep him out there, and let's see how high this number can go. What's the most you ever scored in a game, Steve?
41.
41 for Steve. He's got you beat. He's got his 4th career 50-point game, breaking a tie with Jokic for the most in franchise history. Murray, Moore, 53. A minute left in the game. How about a 20 for 36 night from the field, 7 threes, and a big 11-point victory, 55. What a night.
It means everything. It's not obviously I shot the ball well, but, they're hunting for me to get the ball, and really rooting for me to go get it. And obviously I've been here my whole career, so just seeing all the same faces and being in this in Denver, just making the most of the moment. And, I've been here for 9 years. So, like I said, it's just, for me, it's just years of chemistry with those guys. And they know me, I know them. And tonight was just them looking out for me. So
it's the game you just watched. What a game it was. 4th quarter, Golden State trailing by 2. Greatest shooter in the game, Steph, hits the 3. And the Warriors have the lead. Dallas now leading by 2, and it's Curry. Pajemski tries the 3, no. Curry the rebound and the putback. We're tied. On the other end, Kyrie, who was incredible tonight, went for over 40, hits a monster 3, and now Dallas has got the lead. Off the mad scramble here, Moody challenges the rim, no. Butler gets the putback, and it's a 1-point deficit. Some free throws tie the game. Najee Marshall on in the attack. Smart because he's got a smaller defender and Curry on him. That puts the Mavericks up 2. Play of the game, Butler. Kyrie on the floor, they call a charge. Golden State challenges. The call would stand. Kyrie, who had 42, takes the charge, and that helps seal. But I want to start with Dallas, and I thought Kyrie has been so thoughtful in trying to answer honestly what it's been like after the trade. But that building tonight, like from afar, Tim, we see, people getting kicked out and people are mad, and I get it. But it felt like the building was pulling for this squad tonight. You're sitting courtside. What was it like?
You're right. Listen, there are still some people here that are hurting. They're going to be hurting for a very, very long time. Some people will be hurting forever because Luka Doncic represented that, the talent, the entertainment. He was their favorite player to a lot of fans. But I will tell you, Scott, in this building tonight, And some of it is when you get out to a good start in a game, it helps. They got out to a great start offensively at the beginning of this game. This crowd was absolutely supportive of this team. They were bought into this game. They were bought into the finish. And they were bought into a spectacular performance by Kyrie Irving. It doesn't quite look like it does when Luka did it, but it doesn't matter. This cupboard was not left bare here. Kyrie Irving showed you that. And Anthony Davis obviously will join him at some point, representing a tremendous tandem. But tonight it was about Kyrie Irving and really Golden State's inability to corral him throughout the night.
Yeah, he is a spectacular talent, and it has been throughout his career. And they were awfully short-handed tonight. But and then he takes a charge, and then he said, "You got to put your body on the line." And I'm thinking, Coach Kidd might not want you to because you don't have that many dudes left, although they are about to hit the break. On the Golden State side of things, you see Jimmy Butler gets called for the charge there late. It's only a handful of games that we've seen. And through the years, Tim, we've talked a lot about this. A star joins a team. You got to give it time to figure out what it's going to look like. Look down the road for me. What's it going to look like, Butler with Golden State?
Yeah, I think this is a tremendous addition. And one of the things you saw tonight, and he didn't convert that play. I think Kyrie actually surprised him a little bit that he was in that position. I think Jimmy Butler had an angle if he just kept it in his right hand and went to the right side of the rim. But what you're going to see is a different way to operate in big moments. They haven't had this kind of a weapon. You could throw it to Jimmy in the ISO. You could throw it to him in the post. He can make a pass out of it, or he can get to the line. It's a different way to control close games. It didn't go their way tonight, but ultimately, I just think this is a great pairing. He has energized Steph Curry. He's energized Draymond Green. All of the talk around this team since we've been here has been about that. They feel like there's some juice there. Jimmy Butler he's very motivated. I think he's got a lot to prove. And he's a guy that helps you on both ends. His instincts are great. High IQ fits in with this system. I think this is going to be a great pairing. Let's see what happens. These teams are all bunched together. 6 through 12 is going to be tight in the Western Conference, and all of these games matter when you talk about tiebreakers. But Golden State's best basketball of the season, I believe, is coming.
You get paid for this and per diem for this night of work. How about that? You saw a hell of a ball game, Tim. Fun to follow it. Always good to talk to you. I look forward to the next time. We'll stay in that part of the world. Best record in the NBA, just a little bit north of Fort Worth. The Thunder, 35 wins by double digits this season, tied with the 15-16 Spurs, for the most by any team before the All-Star break. But they're trailing big to the Heat, and now they're trailing bigger. Nikola Jovic there, Heat up 21. Bam Adebayo bringing the Bam from Tyler Hero. Heat have an 11-point lead at the half. Third time the Thunder trailed by double digits at the half this season. They came back to win both previous games. Keep that in mind as we are in the fourth, trailing by 10. Lou Dort. SGA to Lou Dort, the three. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, that's three more. Next Thunder possession. Keep in mind they're getting stops, backdoor. That's 8 straight, and it's suddenly a 2-point game. Thunder trailing by 2. Dort. Bucket good. Game tied. Not going to be for long. Next Thunder possession. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. Give me all three of these. Oklahoma City now leads. SGA probes the defense. Spinning. Turning. So nasty. Isaiah Joe from Dort. Building explodes as they've scored 18 straight. They're not done. Thunder. Kenrich Williams. I got 3. I can make them. Let me shoot. Okay. Joe. It's 24 straight to begin the fourth. The Heat outscored 32-8 in the final quarter. You know what you got to do in life, Steve? Just try.
We wanted the game. Go to the halftime. They had wanted it more than we did in the first half. We all felt that and knew that. And it'd be a waste of time, waste of opportunity to come out here and not give it our all. Waste everybody in the stands time, waste all the fans time, referees, everybody that came tonight to watch a basketball game if we didn't give it our all. And that's all we wanted to do and control in the second half. And we did so.
Yep. Thunder, one more game on Thursday before the All-Star break. They've already clinched at least a share of the best record. They got the leading scorer in the league in Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, who's been just spectacular. It's the 6th time in the last 30 seasons the league's leading scorer at the break, is on the team with the best record, joining, as you might surmise, a list of superstar names. Speaking of, how about the last 3 games for Ant? 44, 41, 49. Only player in Timberwolves history with 3 straight 40-point games. Minnesota at home tonight with Milwaukee visiting. Dame Lillard, Giannis Antetokounmpo out. But you never know how these games go. And Edwards there. Bucket good, and the free throw gives Minnesota the lead. Edwards 28. Gary Trent Jr. corner 3. 21 off the bench. Bucks lead by 3. Edwards just felt the double coming and attacks with the left hand. It's a 1-point deficit. Trailing by 1 under a minute to go. Naz Reid, corner 3. That's good. Timberwolves lead by 2. Next Bucks possession. Kevin Porter Jr. Float game.
Point.
It is. The game's tied at 101. After some free throws, the Bucks lead by 2. Edwards gets the step back. Oh, it's just short. And the Bucks, down a couple of superstars, able to knock off Minnesota and grab a big dub. Kevin Durant and the Suns in Houston coming off the milestone moment, passing 30,000 points against Memphis on Tuesday. 30,000 points in the league, not just against Memphis. That would have been a record. Shout to Kenny Mayne. Alperen Şengün gets the steal, and the Rockets have a lead of 1 in the 4th. Durant has it knocked away here, and there's Reed Shepherd pushing the Rocket lead to 3. Durant. Amen Thompson. Nothing you can do, nothing anyone on earth could do to stop that shot. Tari Eason playing defense, gets the steal and the bucket. He had 25 and 9. It's a 3-point lead. Rockets push the 2-point lead to 5 on the Jalen Green 3. And then Dylan Brooks with a 3 of his own. He had 22 and 5 assists. And Houston shakes off 37 from KD to win. First game of our Wednesday doubleheader on ESPN from the NBA. Victor Wembanyama visiting Boston, where the Celtics have won 6 of 7. Jason Tatum goes right past the big fella and gets the easy 2. Later in the first, Kristaps Porzingis. Let's not forget that this is a guy who, when he came out, was something of a unicorn, right? That combination of size and length and ability to shoot from outside there, doing some work on the inside. Derek White off glass, and the C's are up 20. Good ball movement here around the shell, and that's a triple for Tatum. Tatum, White, and Porzingis combined for 49 in the first half, outscoring the Spurs as a trio. Boston had a 19-point lead at the half. More of the same. Porzingis down low. No Wembanyama to challenge that one. And then here, again, it's good ball movement. Porzingis, Horford, corner 3, Sam Hauser. That's a fun job. I'll just park right out here by myself. Good ball movement. You saw the 3. Porzingis had 29. Tatum 32. Boston a 13-point winner. They've got 39 wins.